Olympic experience in the funny part was, when we came there, Canada sent over X amount of tons of food for our Canadian Olympic athletes. It disappeared, nobody can find it. But the day before we left, big article, Canada was good enough to leave X amount of tons of food for the British people who are short of food.
And what do you remember most about playing and about the matches and about the actual Olympic experience?
It was funny, they had officials there that none of them spoke English. Didn't know what it was all about.
That's right.
If you looked at the guy cross-eyed, you got a foul. If you looked at him again, you got another foul. This is the way
nobody knew what they were
we
talking
played with
about.
a ball that looked like an old football. It was not a basketball. And we didn't actually have room where we could train. We played in an area of like Fletcher's Field, where one side was a hill, the other side was something else. There was no boards. They had a basketball net which stood on a pole. And that's what we played with, one of them. That's what we practiced with.
The best, let's go, the only memories I have. I was a youngster. I remember that we played in London and we did very, very poorly. We were knocked out at the beginning, etc. And after we were knocked out after the third or fourth game, or fifth game, I went to the stadium and there was nobody going there. Meanwhile, there was a bus that I came to the stadium with, to the room, etc., that was stopping at the same place, and everybody was going somewhere else to watch nothing, and nobody watched the basketball, nobody. It was a dead thing, and it meant nothing to me after that. I'm in the Olympic Hall of Fame, and the only center in Olympic history when he jumped could not touch the rim. It's a true story. Now,
I wouldn't tell that true story.
they're walking with their feet buried. But I don't remember, I remember very little of it, very little, or I did very little. After that, so nobody came to watch the games. I don't know who we didn't do too well. Not well at all.
You finished ninth, though, didn't you, out of 23 teams? I mean, that you finished ninth out of 23 teams.
Yeah.
No, that's not bad.
Wasn't bad.
No, what
That's
happened?
not bad at all.
No, it's not nine. What happened at that was that we lost 2 games, so we were put into the second grouping.
Yeah, into the playoff
and we
rounds.
came first in the second group, but we won more games than the people that they positioned before. Yeah. As a matter of fact, the Canadian team's manager, he made a big protest about why the teams were placed ahead of us when we won more games. But of course, the Olympics is run by the Europeans, and there's nothing to be done about it.
I'll tell you the most exciting thing of all was entering the stadium where there was about 100,000 people there to enter and to walk around and to salute the King and Queen. I thought that was the most exciting part of the whole Olympics. It was very exciting. And I thought the Olympics at that time was the most beautiful time of my life, thinking like a Jewish boy coming from a small city like Montreal and be able to walk around the stadium and to see the King and Queen. Yeah. I thought that was the most exciting part of my life. Yeah. And it still is today. To think that I would arrive at that time and to be there. It was very, very exciting.
Yeah, you're right, Murray.
I think I have to repeat what Murray said, and I think for all of us, walking into that stadium at that time with them playing Old Canada, I remember my heart was pounding. It was the most exciting thing to do. I have to repeat, that's what Murray did. But I have to say that I was also disappointed the way our team was prepared. We went over by boat, so naturally all we could do was run. We couldn't train shooting a ball or anything. And then when we got over there, the accommodations weren't bad. We were put up into an all RAF officers training camp. But the only thing, they didn't have any baskets. So I have pictures showing us running on the grass, passing the ball to each other, but didn't do any good for our shooting. So they finally got us a fire hall, gym, and there was beams right in front of where the basket is, so there were certain areas you couldn't shoot from. And then finally, when we get to the games, they give us a ball that was like a football. So even our teams didn't know about it, our managers didn't know anything about it. So basically, we weren't really prepared to play basketball.
Yeah.
But I think we did as well as we could do, and it has to be give credit to all the boys who were on the team. It was maybe a little disappointing, but it was one of the most exciting experience of our lifetime. And to this day, I think that was a bond that keeps the four of us together. Unfortunately, there's a couple of us are not here, but we will never experience that again. And I don't think there will ever be a team again from Montreal to go to the Olympics the way we did. And I think our team should be in the Quebec Hall of Fame.
We went
After
to
we knocked
Piccadilly
out the
Circus.
Hey?
After our team was knocked out, what did you do after that? Where did you go?
I mean, where do we go?
Yeah.
We went to Piccadilly Circus
We went
to
to the
do
back of
shopping.
Piccadilly.